It happens to qualifications and skills and experience to get a job and references for that matter. Well, you know what, Anna? We are in such a screwed up world, and I've told this story before as well, but I'll tell you it again because it's so relevant to that question. When I lost that job and I was looking for just anything, just anything enough to meet the basic expenses to keep my house, a lab technician position opened at the local hospital. Okay. I have a PhD in molecular toxicology. I know more about lab work than I can possibly care to. I can produce gels from scratch, making DNA gels, making protein gels. I can do, I know how to do, staining, blotting, radiometric labeling, antibody research, cell bacteria, or cell culture, bacterial culture, extractions, cloning, subcloning, PCR, real-time PCR. I know what they are, and I am trained in writing protocols for all manner of lab work. So I applied for a lab position at the hospital. They call me up and say, we'd really love to hire you, but you don't have a certification in being a lab tech, and so we can't hire you. You cannot hire a person who has a PhD in lab tech. In place, you want to hire somebody that says I went through a certification program, so I know how to spin down cells. I'll tell you, I can spin down your cells and then extract the nuclei. Well, I can't extract the nuclei because blood cells don't have a nuclei. That's what makes blood cells. But I can tell you what the white blood cell count is in there. I can tell you the cytosolic extract. I can do everything else. Would you like me to type that blood for you? How about extract some DNA from a blood cell? Would you like me to subclone some transfections into that blood cells? What do you want me to do with those blood cells? I can do anything with those blood cells. But they couldn't hire me because I don't have a certification in this. A PhD should qualify me for everything possibly to do with a lab. Why in the world is our education system so screwed up? I went on fire. Our education system is so screwed up because even the people who have extensive amounts of experience still cannot get a job without a little certification, and you got to go out for more school, pay more money for a little certification to qualify you to do something that you are already more than qualified to do. Our education system is screwed up. Why do I need a certification for lab technician to work in a hospital lab when I have a PhD in lab work? It doesn't make any sense. Why is it I've taught at the college level chemistry, but I can't go to the local high school and teach because I don't have a teaching certificate? I think it's more important to know the subject matter than it is to have a certification to know I've been through your gender studies class. What is going on with education in this country?